Hello, welcome to my channel. Hope you're a subscriber. If you're not, you can click subscribe anytime I'm watching this video, including right now. You don't have to wait till you get to the end, but I hope you stay tuned until the end. There you have it. I call her Troublemaker Vixen. Seriously. This is going to be short. I'm not going to waste my time on April Jones. I did a video on her months ago, and I'll drop it in the description box so you can see how I was feeling about her situation then and how I feel about it now. And why am I even giving it? It's because everything she's done in her relationships breaks girl code. And I'm a girl's girl. I ain't for nobody that ruins other people's relationships intentionally, knowingly, and deceptively. You don't get a pass from me. You don't get an amen corner. You don't give a forgiveness. And let me tell you why. In this situation with her, so background information, I'm not even going to delve into it, really, but background information. There she is with two good friends who were in a boys group that grew up, it's grown up to be a men's group now, but I think it's called B2, B2K group. And then she has a relationship and children with this one, Omarion. And then years later, starts dating his ex-bandmate, Fizz, and the two of them had not been in good relationships based on their career. So it was this guy's revenge on this guy. It's just messy. And if that's not enough, in the interim, she dates actor Taye Diggs. She dates Dr. Dre right after he gets a divorce. It's just nasty. It's just messy. On top of that, this guy's baby mama, who he has a kid with, is on the same TV show that she's on, Love and Hip Hop. And their son comes back home from a weekend visit with him and says to her castmate on the Love and Hip Hop show, Mommy, Daddy and April has a new house that we moved to. So she's surprised by the fact that their relationship got so serious. They're living in together. Now they're broken up. The reason I'm bringing all of it's just my soul can't take this. My soul can't take this nasty. My soul can't take my. I can't do it. My soul is like, why are you talking about this? We don't want to hear it. The reason I'm bringing it up is because she's on this almost going viral conversation that she has with Carlos King. And I'll drop that in the description box for you too, because this is becoming so Shakespearean. It's just nonsense. But she has this recent conversation with Carlos King, who is a podcaster and producer of these reality shows, and he was on the Housewives, and he also was on, I think, the OWN network with Huntsville, but he's busy in the reality TV scene. But he has his podcast, and she was on that recently, and she's talking about such dark days she's had, and she's faced sobriety, and she's going to have to go back to work and use her degree as a nurse and all this, and that she just hasn't been able to. She's been having these hard breakups with, Taye Diggs. It's actually Taye Diggs. It's just all of this. And I'm thinking to myself, in the comment section, so many people are praising her that she has gotten through her sobriety and she has overcome alcoholism and all. And I'm listening to this and I'm saying, you're going through karma for your past deeds. And I don't know why people don't want to study more on karma. Because if you do that, it will show you the cornerstones by which you don't want to default. I'll put it that way. People are afraid of the tough topics, like instead of religion, spirituality, instead of um, seeking someone to love, seeking someone your soul would love, instead of having a girlfriend or boyfriend, having a true mate for your heart by which your heart and that person's heart connect. These things are real. People just don't want to pursue them. And if only one person is pursuing it and they meet someone they're attracted to and that person hasn't pursued it, it almost always will collapse because it's an imbalance in the love understanding and the cherishing of it. I'll put it that way. So, I mean, that's just a whole different topic. I've had many uploads about just encouraging people to respect the level of the relationship by which you are not creating yourself a hiccup of karma, because it will come. It will come in your present lifetime. It will serve its lesson. Now, I'm saying all that to say this. I recently uploaded a video, recently meaning within the last month or so. For me, that's recent, on Alicia Keys and how she's going through this challenge with her husband, Switz Beats. And I was saying how I believe she's under karma too, because how she acquired him. Now, when I say acquire, I don't mean met him. I don't mean matched with him. She actually took somebody else's man. You don't get to do that and not expect karma to one day come knocking on that. Knock, knock, knock. I'm here. I got to collect something. Where is it at? And take its time in doing so. So while I don't knock the fact that she's going through this sobriety or she's battling with alcohol and she is, you know, trying to reset her ways with her career and wanting to use her actual degree and all these things that are found in this interview. I couldn't even finish the interview, child. The reason I'm saying that is I know for me, I have a disdain towards anyone who interferes with the natural love of two other people and they're trying to work it out. Because what you do when you do that is you create karma for yourself, but you also interfere with what could have been successful for them had you not intervened. I believe love deserves its every chance. I believe love deserves several chances. I believe you work things out with the person. I believe that that person, to some degree, may need you in order to succeed, or you may need them in order to be healed, or vice versa. There is a need of a person for a person by which the relationship is brought together by I would say, a higher source, meaning you know you've been connected with this person, and we don't get to quiet that at our own bequest. We don't get to decide that we don't want to pursue that, because not pursuing that when the universe has called you for the invitation of it, not to pursue that is a rejection to the universe bringing this love together. Now, that gets higher in the spiritual realm, and I don't really want to go there because this is all dark and messy. And at the center of the dark and messy is hurt. You wouldn't have this dark and messy had it not been for her. She hurt this guy deeply. But guess what? He has since found his sense of meditative state, his sense of calm and clarity in such a way that he's exempling it before other people, and it is a great, strong attraction. She couldn't get him back now because he sees something else in her that is dispelling. And when a person sees something that's so bothersome and so dark and so violent and so unacceptable in you, even if they once loved and cared for you, they will still give it a pass to reunite with you because you showed them something that scared them as to who you really are. This is what I'm saying by when people do these things, as I said earlier, knowingly and intentionally. She knew the two men had a relationship. She knew that it was once good and success for music. She knew that they then became, split and they still have the group, but they still have discourse. It happens in bands. It happens in families. It happens in work relationships. It happens in life in general. It is not your role to involve yourself in that to make the matters worse, is what I'm saying. I believe she did a horrible thing. I said it in my past video. I have no love and no sweet come hitherings for some woman that does that. Because as a woman, I know that there's a girl code that you just don't cross. You just don't sleep with two brothers, or you don't sleep with two men who are that close together and have children with one and then move in a home with another, and both relationships don't work. And so none of you are in. It's just messy. And Dr. Dre wanted nothing to do with her because she was just rotation coming out of a 14-year relationship. He was just next girl, just out there again. And so this is what I mean. Now I'm going to say this is an adult. This is an adult statement. So if you're young and you can't handle a sexual some type of talk, well, feel free to tune out right now. But there's no value in a vagina that has a passcode that's so easily known to every man. Now, you can come after me all you want to, but if there is such a valuable vagina, everybody wouldn't be so acquainted with it. A valuable vagina doesn't have a rotation like a turntable. You can call a thing and a hole all you want to. But I believe when you dispel yourself in such a way that you hurt and harm long-standing relationships, even your co-career with another reality star on the same show you're on, you create a venom, and that venom came from your vagina. So go get help for that while you're getting help for your sobriety. It needs fixing too. Okay? So be cautious of it. And yes, karma's still coming for you. Karma ain't gonna turn off because you done went to some, Alcoholic Anonymous, or karma don't stop till it gets finished. I'm not trying to put anything dark on anybody. I don't even carry that kind of a soul. I'm just telling you what it is. And what it is recompense for doing the deeds that you did. I can't even imagine sleeping with my dude's brother, or sleeping with his relative, or sleeping with somebody by which he shared in a band and they were close. Like I can't even imagine it. I can't even imagine. And if that brother came to me, I'd go tell my dude. I said, you know what your brother did? Because you keep the harmony together in the relationship. Know when to say no. Know when to set a standard. Know when to say, I don't know what made you approach me, but I am not throwing you that signal. And say it in a nice, you could tell a person where to go in a nice way. For example, maybe you didn't recognize how much I love this guy here already, but I think I just told you. Now, what's wrong with that? Why couldn't she say that? She couldn't say that because a hoe will be a hoe. Okay? If you've gotten this far, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's true. No, you can't do that. You can't break girl code. You cannot break. I'm not for it. I'm a girl's girl. Okay, I'm that girl. I'm with you. I'm riding with the girl crew. When you break girl code, we all coming for you. Sorry, girl. Girl, bye. If you got this far, please click like. Please click subscribe. Please forgive me, but the truth is the truth. You can't do it. It's not nice. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.